Chair, we're now live.
Thank you. The subcommittee in their decision were mindful of their duty to aim to permit the use of premises for gambling under Section 153 of the Gambling Act 2005, and in doing so considered all representations made both oral and written, and also took the following into account: Licensing Objective Gambling Act 2005, Licensing Objectives Licensing Act 2003, guidance issued by the Secretary of State under Section 182 of the Licensing Act 2003, the guidance issued by the Gambling Commission under Section 25 of the Gambling Act 2005, and Hillingdon's own licensing policy. The decision of the subcommittee is to grant the application for the premises license subject to the mandatory conditions and default conditions pursuant to Section 167 and 168 of the Gambling Act 2005. Right. Having considered all the information put before it, the subcommittee were satisfied that the applicant will comply with the licensing objectives. The subcommittee determined that the applicant's operating schedule, processes, and procedures, in addition to their verbal representations, were robust and outlined how they would operate within the remits of the law, both in theory and, most importantly, in practice. Whilst the subcommittee noted there were 4 objections from interested party, there had been no further objections, particularly from responsible authorities, nor members' inquiries logged by councillors in respect of this application. Whilst the committee are sympathetic to the issues raised by the interested parties, particularly in relation to protecting children and other vulnerable persons from being harmed or exploited, and crime and disorder, the subcommittee have considered this application on its merit and on the basis of the evidence presented. The subcommittee were not persuaded that any substantial evidence were offered which would undermine the licensing objectives. The subcommittee considered the 24-hour operation schedule. However, it considered there was no cumulative impact policy in operation within the borough. In addition, the subcommittee were reassured by the applicants providing a fully comprehensive risk assessment, and were impressed by their willingness to engage with interested parties, locally elected members, and to work together with responsible authorities moving forward. The right to appeal. The relevant applicant for the premise license or any other person who made relevant representation to the application may appeal against the council's decision to the Justice Clerk at the Uxbridge Magistrates Court. Such appeal may be brought within 21 days of receipt of this notice. No decision made by the council will have the effect in a time period within which an appeal may be brought, and until such time any appeal may be determined or abandoned. The subcommittee advises as a comfort to residents and a warning to the licensee that a license may be reviewed and could potentially be revoked if the license conditions are not adhered to and or the premises are managed in a manner which does not uphold the license objectives. You are deemed to accept the decision letter 2 days after date on which the accompanying letter, which we posted by First Class Mail. Thank you.